dx. Now notice how in the numerator we get 1 and 1, and in the denominator we get cos square sin square. Obviously we do not have standard integration for this. Now you can see cos square and sin square, and it should click into your mind that I know an identity where cos square plus sin square gives me 1. So why, and I am seeing that in the numerator that there is 1. So why don't I write it as this? Sorry, this is multiply. Why don't I write the numerator like this? Cos square x plus sin square x. Did not do any harm because this is 1 and denominator I have kept same. So we'll integrate simply. Integration, and to integrate this we'll just divide it. Cos square x obviously we get that, and now if you see, then we get cos x square here, and here we get sec square. I would strictly advise everyone to go to the formula page and find out the integration of this two, because this is standard integration. I'm not going to write the answer here. You should be able to find out the answer, and please add plus c at last. This much thinking you should do by yourself. And next question, this is the last question that I'm going to do from basic integration, and then we are going to move on to another topic. Sec x divided by sec x plus tan x. You know, trigonometry is the blood of calculus. So I would strictly advise everyone to go back to trigonometry and revise some formulas. I'm going to tell you which formulas you need to revise. Sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. 1 plus tan square x formula is equals to sec square x. 1 plus cot square equals to cos x square. These three basic that you have learned in class 10. From class 12 you will need sin a minus b, cos a minus b, and obviously sin a plus b and cos a plus b. You will also frequently you will use cos 2x and sin 2x. Almost whenever you see sin and cos together, most of the time you have to put it as sin 2x. Most of the time. So you must be familiar with 2 theta, sin 2 theta, cos 2 theta. Also, I would also one more formula that we will not be discussing in this lecture. It is sin x is equals to 2 times tan x by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square x by 2. That is an important formula, but no need to be discussed now. So okay, anyway, this formula. Okay, I know one formula from trigonometry. I know this. Sec and tan has this formula. I also know differentiation of differentiation of tan x is equals to sec square x. I know this much. So what can I use here to get a standard integration that I can integrate normally? Because I am not discussing anything complex. I'm just discussing standard integration. How to get complex function like this as standard integration. Now there are two ways to solve it. Easier method and tough method. Easier method is multiply and divide by sec square x minus tan x. So you can obviously say sec square x minus tan square x equals to 1. So if I multiply and divide This is obviously 1. I have not changed the function. Look at it carefully. This will cancel out, will give you the original function. I have not changed the function. I have just multiplied and divided by sec x minus tan x. This and this will cancel out to give you the original function. Now this function and this is nothing but a square minus b square. That is sec square x minus tan square x. And sec square x minus tan square x is nothing but what? 1. So this thing is 1. Denominator is 1. Now we multiply sec x by sec x minus tan x. So we will get as sec square x minus sec x tan x dx. This is the way to solve it. And once again I am telling you, I have reduced it to standard integration. Return the final step by yourself. Add a plus c at the end, and that's your answer. Now we'll be learning something from class 12 that you have not learned in anywhere. Physics. This is math. Sometimes you have seen that there are functions, like even in today's class there was 1 by v by, I don't remember exact